Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to PCM21 Career Mode, episode 77. We're still at the tour. It's stage 17 out of 21. We're really getting down to it. We've got two more mountain stages and a time trial, Paris, and another sprint stage. That's it. So we are really down to it. And today, it's a big day. It's a very big day. We're going up the Col de la Madeleine, and then we have the Los after that. So we have two of the mega climbs of France today. First one, the Madeleine, roughly 19k and over 1900 meters. And right now the breakaway is quickly growing the gap. It was only about 2.5 to 3 minutes. It's out to 7 now. RTL, not too interested in leading the way. Technically they are, but they are barely pushing, which means they're setting themselves up to shrink in any potential gaps, which when they only are threatened by one rider is a good thing for them. Not a good thing for us, but there's no way that I'm going to start committing guys right now. Not up to me. Not up to me. There you go. Now they start to ride. With the gap going out to 8.5, they decide to ride. Okay, well that's good. So far so good, other than the fatigue is starting to set in. Unfortunately, Martin Guerrero and Isakov both terrible race day conditions, -6 combined. But overall, we still have a net positive on the day. It's not a terrible draw. Luca with a +5 is really helpful, but of course he's a domestique normally. For now, just trying to hang on, but we're going to have to start pushing a little bit harder on these guys at the back. Kovlevsky. First one to fade. We're down to 80 riders in the Peloton, so it is shrinking here fairly quickly. Isakov also heading out. Neither of them nowhere near the top. Martin Guerrero beginning to fade. And now we refocus. We have two riders to protect our two leaders. So that's easy on how to decide what to do here. Karaman just ever so slightly harder. Should have go back. RTL still leading the way, down to 67, 1.7k from the top, and numerous breakaway riders have now been reeled in, even though they had that huge gap. Meanwhile, that gap only down by a minute to whoever's at the front. Toynes, O'Connor, Bookman's still third, but of course now he's moved up in the order. And out of everything, right? Out of everything we have done, after the last two stages were good, a stage win, finishing with the group, not losing any time to any key players, we still dropped to 7th place. It is what it is on that. That was Bookman gaining a ton of time, going right back from outside of the top 10, all the way back up into 5th place, and then Almeida gaining a little bit of time when the Peloton that had plenty of firepower in it, but I didn't, was not interested in chasing him down. Okay, 48k. We've got recovery for Luco more than Narbuta, so I'm going to send him back to go ahead and get water while we're at 56 riders here in the Peloton. We'll have this little uphill section. If we're lucky, he'll already start recovering by that point and get that water. Yes, he's got that water starting to recover. That's good. We've had a lot of bad luck with water lately, and that was a good little sequence where he was able to recover quite quickly and has gone ahead of two teammates. There you go. Now they get water. Finish the task, get Prolikov. That's the one that really matters. There you go. 40k to go. A lot of it's climbing. 24k for the lows. Not going to be easy, but what we have here is our 4 guys with positive race day condition. So what can they do? How long can they last? It's all going to be in support, obviously, of Berlikov, and then a final push. I think the first half of the climb is going to see this Peloton shrink, and then in the final K, 6 or 8k, we'll be looking to attack with Berlikov. Tishmanut out, withdrawn from the race. Bagioli as well. I have a feeling this is guys too far off the back, potentially. Or was that an injury? Probably a crash. I don't think they're that far behind. Are they? Kovlevsky way back in A5. It's only about 6 minutes behind. 540 540 behind, and RTL having to burn their guys, so this is good. 78's not going to cut it, though, from now on. Let's step that up. Okay, we got to watch Karam and make sure he is not slipping back. That's first thing. Okay, we're already seeing an attack that looks like Bardet on the go. Not worried about Bardet going. Yeah, there you go, Bardet. This early, that far out, that's too soon to go.
The riders are in a portion above 10%.
RTL going through their support. This will help us. This will help us. This is the kind of day where we have a chance. Berlikov only on a +2. That's not great, but it's certainly not bad. It is his expected daily race day condition. It gives him 75 resistance and 85 mountain. Bardet already brought back in, and he's going to be a little short of energy after making that move. Coming back at some more breakaway riders, and also inside 5 minutes to the front guys. The back guys are still not even quite onto the climb. Lopez, who's in the break, has attacked. Hagita on the attack. Narbutas, Luco, gel up. Not time to respond. Let others handle that. But it is time to keep an eye on Karaman. Down to 34. He's got to make sure he does not drift back. Landa and Bardet trying to attack. RTL still in control. 14k to go here on the lows. Luco and Nabrutas are going to fade pretty soon, and then we switch to Karaman. Berlikov already feeling it. He's definitely feeling it a bit today. Okay, Luco's going to start fading in a moment. Narbutas already been dropped. Wow. Back into the group. Not far away, is it? Down to 33. Karaman.
Attack by Bardet.
And gel.
10 kilometers left.
A lot of fatigue in the legs. It's not going to be an easy final 11k.
Another attack. This time it could go all the way.
Down to 32, but not pushing too hard right now. Lucky for Berlikov, Karaman taking all the heat at the moment. UAE, the only rider with team with somebody on front. Gita, Paulus.
And he moves on to the attack. It could be decisive.
That's not the move. That's not the move we want to go with. Bookman, Pogacar. Okay, yes, this is the move we want to go with. Follow attack, Karaman. Sit up.
Only a few
Bernal, Yates go with it.
the very fast pace up front.
Group of 7. What? Nobody wants to work? Seriously? Continue attacking. Follow Yates. Thin the group out a little bit. And now it's a group of 3. And now we're really freaking tired. Let Bernal go. We're thinking about second right now. If we can ride on solidly with Yates for a while.
Past the 5 kilometers road sign.
Okay, there's Pogacar. There's Bookman. Martin Roglic. Please tell me Karaman's still here. No, he's about to get split off. Okay, Berlikov being left behind, unfortunately, by Yates. Coming back at a number of breakaway riders. And out of energy. Can you bridge this gap to... Almeida has come back to us. 4k to go. Just keep on. Keep on keeping on. Come on. Just 17 seconds ahead of the chase group. Got to try to outclimb. No, cannot outclimb. 3k to go. And we are going backwards. And Karaman was dropped, so he is not here to support. There's that boundless, endless bags of energy that the AI has. That somebody with an 85 mountain can't go. And these guys, meanwhile, can just keep on climbing. 500 meters. 500 meters sprinted out. recover that ground. Bernal went clear. Almeida gains. Roglic Yates 4.5 minutes behind Lopez, but that's not the one we're worried about. Definitely behind a few of the competitors. Disappointing, but that is that endless. We did a little attack, yes, and that burnt some energy, yes. But it was very little, and it was with others. We didn't attack solo, we went with others. The second one that Bernal did, maybe I should have sat up and let him go and just figured race is his. We're racing to try to get on the podium, and stayed with that group, and maybe we would have had the energy to finish things off. But in all likelihood, that bonus that they get is what cost us, and not that, because otherwise we were very conservative. We protected him throughout. We did what we could. 11th on the stage. A few breakaway riders up there, so it's not like we were fully outside of the top 10, but one of our weakest results. Right behind Pogacar, though. It's not like it was all him, but Mataway ahead of us, really? And Rubio from the break, Del Rue from the break. But definitely not a high finish. And following stage 17, Bernal has opened a pretty sizable gap over Roglic. Almeida, I don't know how he's doing it, but he's having a fantastic ride here late. He must be on a fitness peak at this point. 4:51 now. And in third, Pogacar, 4th. Skelmos down to 5th. Bookman, somehow, I have no idea how this has happened, is ahead of us. Is he on a fitness peak? Is he getting a +5? Because he's not a strong climber, not in game. I think he's underrated. I think a 78 is underrated. I think he's a better climber than that. But in game, it's right there. There's the stats. 78 with 74 resistance, 66 stamina. How is he still involved there? I mean, we've seen him lose huge chunks of time on much, much easier climbs than that. And somehow he beat us to the finish. We are way ahead of those behind us. That's good news. It's only up from here. It's only a minute to 4th. Top 3, though, suddenly just got a lot tougher to potentially achieve. And here we are at stage 18, the last mountain stage of this race. Our last opportunity besides the time trial to make up time, and that really hurts. Really hurts, because a couple mistakes have cost us so much, where you don't put a foot wrong outside of that. I put foot wrong multiple times in this race. Still hurts. There's that thought of what could have been, but honestly, I think we were in trouble from the onset. We're lucky Berlikov has a +4 today. We've hit a point in this tour, which they tweaked things this year, that if you don't have high recovery, you're going to really start to see fatigue. We've also hit a point where they've changed the mechanics on your fitness peaks. So I had a bunch of guys on fitness peak first week that ran out. And so now by week 3, their fitness has plummeted. Berlikov, perfect example. His fitness is suddenly down to 88%, even though it was perfect the other day. So that drop, that plummet, has been mimicked by numerous teammates, and we're seeing a lot of guys begin to struggle. Peloton already down to 100 riders. Kovalevsky is going to get dropped, maybe? He is just hanging on to the back of this group, and that's it. He's out. Arbutas just recovering on this long descent. We need somebody to get water, and Martin Guerrero with another negative race day condition. He's plummeted to 82%, by the way, from a fitness peak at the start of this thing as well. Then he crashes while trying to get water. Oh my goodness. There's Kovalevsky, and great. Now we didn't get water because he crashed, and now we're in a lot of trouble. Narbutas isn't going to last long, but can you at least get some water for us? the whole peloton is right there. Narbutas, go forward. He waited way too long, and now, as I say, and up. Got it. Just. Okay. We're here, we're hanging on, we're saving energy. That part's doing okay, and the climbs are going to actually get a little bit easier after these first two. And we've certainly conserved some energy. Berlikov looking a bit better than all of his teammates. Luko looking better than Isakov for sure. He's had some really nice conditions here recently. Under 6K to go. It's a 15K climb at 6.5%. And outside... Wow, Karaman, what the heck? I was watching, and then I look away for a second, and we lose that kind of ground that fast. Jeez, Karaman. Would you get caught behind? Because you can see these guys, right? Backing off, conserving. Let's see what's happening there, but...
Attack by Miguel Angel Lopez.
Down to 57 now. Definitely stretched here near the back. Iskov's going to have to push a bit harder. Guys are just hanging on to the back end, but 1K from the top. If I can get all four of them over the top and get a little recovery in, got ourselves at least a little bit of a chance. Now, the water was recent, so we don't need to do that right now. It does. Okay, Luko. Go protect Berlikov. 5 minutes. 5 minutes with 82K to go.
The riders will take full advantage of the incline to get some oxygen into their lungs, but they must remember to keep their shape.
Okay, I'm going to let Isakov and Karaman ride solo for a little bit. I'll try to get them both to recover somewhat. I'll wait till the next climb to get water for the final time on the day. 48 riders is all that is left, though there are 17 just behind us on the verge of bridging that gap and getting back into the group. Alright, we are coming up on the Aravis. 11K, 5%. Easy at first, and gets pretty tough. Okay, we're going to do something like this. Push that a little bit harder. Berlikov, we don't want to be getting dropped here. And Isakov, go ahead and protect Karaman. Okay, here we go. Now into the proper part of the climb. Pretty steep from here. 9%. 7%. Oops. We're looking at Landa.
Swift acceleration by Mikel Landa.
Okay, other teams taking up the reins to pull that back. Isakov getting blocked off by the RTL rider. Raman hanging in there. Berlikov still in conserve mode for this climb. Next climb is going to be tough. It's so steep.
Attack by Miguel Angel Lopez.
This climb is feared by many riders. The percentages
Whoa,
are very
Luko and
high.
Isakov
So
both just got dropped. A little
race,
acceleration
is
did
coming
some
up
serious
very
damage to those
soon.
guys. Fast. 29 riders. 25 riders. But Karaman is left. He has made it over the top. He needs to get water right away. Oh, don't drift off the back.
So now it's the
Jeez.
descent. It's less physically exhausting than a climb, but it's more stressful as the riders must
Oh,
check their
come on,
trajectory well and
Karaman.
maintain a good position.
Why? Why, game? Why? You just murdered Karaman. And possibly murdered our hopes because he's now not recovering at all after he just had to chase with everything he had, where he should have already been back at the front and trying to recover. Berlikov's fine, so Karaman just recover until the climb. as best you can. Pace is lifting, so that sucks because now Karaman has barely anything left in the tank. 5K. Berlikov, climb your pace. Don't get... I'm squeezed. I'm getting squeezed here. Vlasov totally squeezed me there. I was trying to go... This is it. This is our chance right here. This is the one place where you can do something. There's plenty of time to recover after. Go big or go home, right? Let's get in front of these guys and then we will try to attack. 3.7. Open a gap and ride your pace. 14 seconds ahead. 16 seconds ahead. 3K to go. Can't just make it to the top here. Gotta bridge the top a little bit. 14 seconds clear. 17 seconds clear. We've caught Ben O'Connor. Keep going. 2.4K. Peloton magically still together and going fairly strong and not far behind. Now it's opening. Now they've lifted their pace and it's out to 40 seconds.
Attack by Miguel Angel Lopez.
I can't believe it hasn't opened up more than that. With an 86 mountain rating, pushing at his max mountain pace, not dropping them and leaving them behind. I mean, I'm burning through all of my energy to try to do this, and yet those guys stayed together. They're not dropping riders out of the Peloton. I mean, this is insane. Here near the top, though, it has finally succeeded. I mean, we've hit the gravel.
Watch out! A team leader is falling behind.
Mater is gonna work with me, so that's good. 2-minute gap. But we've still got to get over the top of this, and we have caught Lopez? Yes, Lopez, Mater. Oh, this is beautiful. This is a chance. We will recover on the descent. And we have a 2-minute gap. Oh, this could be big. This could be big. Are they going to work with me? I have the descending skills that they do not. But we need to recover at the same time. It's a quick descent, so not a ton of recovery to happen. But that last climb isn't that big either. And then you descend again. And you don't need a lot of energy. So gap came down a little bit here, but at 1:45, that's still in with a shot. And they are going to contribute a little bit, so I will recover a little more.
There are just 15 kilometers left.
Minute 22 as one rider is attacking, and they are trying to attack.
Attack by Miguel Angel Lopez.
Climb my pace here. Gel up, 3K to go to the top. There you go, climbing my pace has worked out. And I'm going to push right past these guys. Generally speaking, recover.
Only 10 kilometers left.
Okay,
They can go
just
flat out
2
to
of
the
us
finish
now,
line
Mater
tomorrow,
and I.
but they've
We've
got to
left.
watch their trajectory on the way down.
Check the profile. What do we have at the finish? Slight uphill. Slight uphill. We need a little something for that. Stay with Mater. He's really good on the downhill too. $2K to go to the finish line. We've got a slight edge here in position. 1K to go to the finish line. Come on, Berlikov. Come on, finish it, finish it. Get second. That's fine, that's fine. Second on the stage. Big time gains. How big, though? How big? Minute 30 over Foss. 3 minutes and counting. 3 minutes and counting. Folks, we are back in position. That's back into podium. That is back into the podium. We're back into the podium. 3:16 over the pack. 3:16 plus a 6-second time bonus. And yes, we are in third. We are in third heading into the time trial. Bernal leads. He is comfortable. He's going to win this tour, it looks like. Roglic is second. Not going to be easy to beat him in that time trial. I don't think it's going to happen. The climbing is going to help. But time trial wise, I think we're locked in on third. So we have battled back, and look, poised for a podium. Almeida still fourth. Pogacar all the way down at fifth. Bad run for him. But Skjelmos and Bookman still on same time. Still same gap to Bernal. I was behind those guys. And look at where we're at now. Okay, I'll take it. We have a tiny chance, +5 race day condition type scenario to beat Roglic. But most likely, we are now looking at third place. That's going to do it for this episode. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there. Bye for now.